Kieran, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. It's a bit late in Malaysia. I'm talking to you, and it's already 10:15 p.m. But it's worth the while, I have to say. How's the weather in England right now? It's looking cold in the TV.
Yeah, this is Norway we're in now. We're preparing for the game in the Europa League. So this reminds me a bit like home in Scotland, so I'm happy here.
Yeah, there's that video going around of you arriving for Scotland duty in just a t-shirt. Everyone else, I think, was wrapped up or something. So I guess that speaks volumes about how you handle the cold weather. And for you personally this season, how gratifying has it been to be able to play consistent football after last season suffering quite a few injuries?
Yeah, last season it was basically it just felt like I was getting my body right. I had a long-term injury I couldn't really get over, and then obviously I came back for a few games, probably not 100%, and then ended up doing my shoulder, which could be a blessing in disguise because when I came back from that I felt 100% in every area of my body, so I had to look at it in a positive way, and it's turned out positive because after lockdown I've played a lot of minutes since then.
And how much does it mean for you to show the fans, who are the most important part of a football club, precisely what you can do and to show them why you were bought in the first place?
Yeah, 100%. I just want to repay the faith and the support that they've showed in me from day one. Since I signed here, they've been brilliant with me, all supporting me and everything. Even when I got injured, it could have been easily just to kind of forget about me, but I've seen loads of fans messaging me every day, making sure I was okay. They want me back as quick as possible, and I would just like to say thank you for that. And the good performance that I try to put in is obviously for the fans of the club.
Um, it's coming up to a year since Mikel Arteta took over the team. How much change have you seen within the squad in almost 12 months?
Yeah, I've seen a big change, and I think everyone can as well. Um, for me, I'd only worked under the previous manager for a few months, but I still learned a lot. But no matter what happens, when it's a different manager, it's a different style, so things are going to change, no matter who comes in and who goes out. But I think you've seen at the end of last season that we're going in the right direction as well by winning the trophy, and I think that was testament to how hard the coaches and that had been working, how hard the players been working as well.
Does it help for a manager to get their message across to you if they've played for the club and that you probably grew up or at least spent part of your last 10 years watching him play for the Gunners? Now he's the gaffer.
Yeah, 100%. He'll know the club inside out as well, and I can relate to him on different things as well. Like we even talk about the Scottish game that he played in as well. He obviously played with Rangers, and I was Celtic. So to speak to him like that in a personal way is brilliant for me. I can relate to him so much, and he's a player who I admired, and he's a manager who's an absolute genius, and I love working under him.
He's the overall leader of the squad, of the team. But on the pitch, you've been getting a lot of plaudits. A lot of fans enjoy what you bring, not just the playing ability that you offer, but the leadership. So, in your opinion, what makes a good leader?
Um, it's hard to say. I'd say from my time, I don't try to be a leader. I'm just being myself. If it comes across like that, then it's brilliant. If I can help the team like that, then even better. But I've learned from a great leader who was Scott Brown, obviously at Celtic. I learned from him for years and years. I think he is everything a leader is. So maybe a bit of that's rubbing off on me. So he commands respect in the changing room. Everyone respects him. He set rules and stuff like that, and he leads on the pitch. He leads on off the pitch as well. So stuff like that is amazing, and I'm just learning. I'm not the finished article whatsoever in terms of leadership or that, but I'm just trying my best.
When it comes to the side, consistency seems to be the problem. Why do you think that is?
It's hard to say. I think because it's a process, so we're not exactly where we want to be. I think everyone knows that, but we're going in the right direction. And until then, you're going to get ups and downs. You're going to get challenges along the way, and it's how we react to challenges that's going to determine the future.
Okay. I'm going to turn my attention more specifically to your position on the pitch and yourself. I've got a video here. I do quite a bit of work with Tony Adams. Needs no introduction. He has a statue outside the Emirates, and we talk about leadership. He's one of Arsenal's most instrumental and famous captains. I hope you can hear the audio.
I would want to know, is someone working with you day in, day out to be the best left back you could possibly be? You know, Nigel Winterburn, are you showing inside, outside? What's your communication with your central defender? Have you got a coach working with you to be the best left back in the country in a couple of years' time? That's what I want to be asking him. And hopefully someone is working with him to make him the best left back in the country.
Do you get that?
Yeah, heard it well. That would be, probably not the same coach every single day, but I think the different coaches here I can learn different stuff from, different things. So on different days I'll maybe be working with the manager himself, the next day it'll be Albert or Steve Brown, the assistant, and then there's other coaches who work as well. And I do a lot of video work on my performances and who I'm coming up against, so stuff like that. And the target is to be the best I can possibly be, and I'm doing everything I possibly can to do that.
Another thing which he decided to talk about, and I'm not sure why so intensely, he loves the fact that you tuck your shirt in when you play. He believes that every single player should be doing that, and it's become quite rare. I think Hector Bellerin started copying you. I can't remember him doing it before. What brought that about?
It's just something I've always done. Even if you look like back to my debut in football when I was 17, I run on with my shorts higher than my waist. Like, it's just something I've always done. Even youth level, I try to do it. I don't know why. It feels better for me and probably looks a bit tidier for me as well. So it's just something I've always done, and I probably will always do it.
It adds just a little bit of class. And your position now has evolved so much over the years. Who did you look up to when you were growing up, considering how much it's changed? A fullback or wingback isn't just defensive now. They offer a potent attacking threat.
Yeah, I looked at many different ones, but obviously every week I was going to watch Celtic play, so the Celtic left back at the time was the one I always watched. When I was really young, I never watched a lot of other football, so I would say growing up it would be Emilio Azaguirre was the one that I'd watch all the time. Of course, like on YouTube I would always watch like Roberto Carlos and players like that back in the day. Like the Brazilian team back then was amazing to watch up. So yeah, players like that.
How do you like to unwind away from football? Because on the pitch, we see you looking so intense, so driven. You can't be about the game 24/7. What do you do to relax?
I say relaxing, but I go on the PlayStation. But if I'm getting beat, it's not relaxed at all. It's just as competitive as on a pitch. So everything I do, I want to win. I want to be competitive, and even on the PlayStation, it probably gets a better of me sometimes.
What do you play?
Now I'm playing Call of Duty, so it's probably the most frustrating game ever, but it is brilliant to be fair.
Do you play multiplayer? Do you play Warzone? Have you switched to Cold War? Because that's what I'm playing right now.
Yeah, well, I've downloaded Cold War, but I'm still on Warzone, to be fair. Most of the time, just Warzone.
I'm waiting to see what they do with the next season, because it's supposed to be the final one. They've extended it. Do we get new weapons? Do we get new maps?
Yeah, it'll be heartbreaking this for Gdansk go. That'll be heartbreaking for me.
I know. I've put in over 400 hours on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, by the way. Well, one final thing is, on a slightly more personal note, is congratulations on qualifying for the Euros as well. I might be the only person in Malaysia who actually buys a Scotland jersey consistently, and my surname is Carruthers, Scottish name. How excited are you to represent your country at an international tournament for the first time since 1998?
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Just the game and how it went. Like, they scored 2 minutes to go, I think, so we could have easily put our heads down, but we fought on and got the winning penalties. So we'll be looking forward to the summer, and hopefully everything works well and I'm picked and I'm selected. So until that, then I'll speak about it.
Something to be immensely proud of. My 10 minutes are up, Kieran. I want to wish you the best of luck for the rest of the season, and we'll speak to you again soon.
Cheers, thank you.